Hello, this is Tom Reinhold, and I'd like to welcome you to this 3 minute series on accomplishing the impossible. What is it that puts us in a position for God to accomplish the impossible through us? Because the things that are impossible with man are possible with God. Well, it's developing that intimate, close relationship with Him. The way we do that is through the Word of God. God's circle of blessing in Psalm 25:12 puts us in that position. In fact, it puts us right in the center of God's circle of blessing. Say, what is this circle all about? Well, it's relationship building requirements that God has given us to focus on His Word that will help us to develop intimate relationship with Him, to develop character, integrity, to fill ourselves with love, fill ourselves with the Word, fill ourselves with power, the power of God. All these relationship building requirements that He's given us. The first one was to memorize and meditate on the Word of God. Matthew 4:4 says, "Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God." So we live by the Word. That's the power of God. The second relationship building requirement is to fear the Lord. I talked in a previous lesson that the fear of the Lord simply means put God first place in your life every day. You do that by putting His Word first place. When we do that, look at the blessing that pours out upon us. First one, Malachi 3:16, right after the Lord had just finished rebuking Israel because they weren't giving their tithe, their physical tithe. They weren't giving their spiritual tithe, which was uh, focusing on His Word and being obedient, focusing on Him. After He got done rebuking them, says, "Hey, you're not getting to know me and you're not paying any attention to me." He came back. There were a few people that were. And here's what He said: "Then those who feared the Lord spoke often of Him to each other, and a book of remembrance was written before Him for those who feared the Lord and thought upon His name." Those who put Him first place, God said, "Then they shall be mine, saith the Lord." That's in 3:17. They'll be mine, those who focus on me. Now look at some of the blessings in the fear of the Lord. Whenever we put God first place, look at these blessings that go with it. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. The knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. The reward of humility and the fear of the Lord is riches, honor, and life. In Psalm 25:12, we'll make right decisions. We'll live within God's circle of blessing. Our children will be blessed. We'll be delivered. We'll be a friend of God. Uh, we'll understand the secrets of God's promises. Psalm 34:10 will lack nothing. When we fear the Lord, Psalm 112 says, "Wealth and riches are in our house. Our righteousness endures forever." 7 and 8 says, "Our heart is fixed. Our heart is established. Our heart will be focused on God." 34:9 says, "We'll lack nothing." 34:7 says, "God will deliver us." In Psalm 111:10, we'll have good understanding. And then in Proverbs 3:7 and 8, it says, we'll be wise. The fearing the Lord will make us, it'll be health to our navel, marrow to our bones. When we fear God, when we put Him first place, every blessing that you can think of is poured out upon us because we're honoring God, we're reverencing God, we're worshiping God by putting Him first place. We're going to talk more about this tomorrow on 3 minutes to accomplish the impossible. God bless you.